From 2006 to 2011, there were 30% more 60 to 74-year-old owner-managers, according to a new report by KPMG demographer Bernard Salt, commissioned by NBN. Small Business Big Thinking. The entrepreneurialism of the Aussie workforce revealed the demographic grew from 191,000 to 248,000 in 5 years. By comparison, the number of owner-managers aged 25 to 29 increased by just 5%, up by 4,000, and figures dropped in the 30 to 44 age bracket. In the 6 years to June 2015, 340 new small and micro businesses, those with up to 5 workers, were created on average each week. Mr. Salt said some of the increase in baby boomer statistics could be attributed to business owners, such as farmers simply getting older and moving into that age bracket, but many were also older people transitioning into retirement or looking for work after retrenchment. It's driven by 60-somethings who think differently about their 60s, he said. It's not a time to sit back and watch daytime television. They see it as an extension of work, but on their own terms. Baby boomers in their 60s are the first generation of retirees who have a uni degree thanks to Gough Whitlam's generosity. Quote, they also have a higher standard of living. They want to go on a cruise, get a kitchen makeover, make a financial contribution towards their son's house. And the advent of super broadband connectivity is driving a lot of the activity. You need to be able to invoice on your phone, check your bank balance, store photographs, report in the cloud, or access the internet to market your business. Mr. Salt said startups were often associated with Gen Y hipsters based in trendy Surrey Hills warehouses that wanted to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, but often older people were more suited. Baby boomers know their skill sets in clients, and they've got the relationships and usually the resources, he said. Queenslander Anna Stevenson, 53, founded her startup Conscious Enterprise earlier this year based on ideas of using virtual reality for learning and creativity she had been developing since she was in her mid-40s. Earlier, as a single mum, I was really chasing security, but I have moved out of that mindset because now I want the ideas I bring to the world to make a real difference, and I couldn't do that kind of highly creative stuff in the jobs I had. She said, I've let go of the need for building a career and accelerating my position in the food chain to focus more on making a difference, and I think that's what a lot of baby boomers are doing. I am a mother of 2 and grandma of 2, and my children are grown up now, so I have a lot more time to explore things that really ignite my interest and passion. I don't consider full retirement as an option for me. I've got great health, and like many baby boomers, I've got great ideas backed with wisdom accumulated over the past 30 years. So, our businesses are not just pie-in-the-sky ideas. I don't want to sit on a beach for the rest of my life. There were 212,660 owner-managers aged 50 to 54 in Australia in 2011, up 3,526 from 5 years earlier. South Australian Louise Drummond, 66, founded her startup Personal Touch Home Cleaning 6 years ago after being made redundant. She now has 9 employees and operates in 5 locations. Despite people thinking older people don't want to start using technology, I don't think that's the case. She said, we are so used to things changing, and my generation is younger than my parents' generation was at the same age. The opportunities available now with technology are fantastic. Ms. Drummond said baby boomers' life experience and maturity made them ideal for creating startups. With my background in business development, training, marketing, advertising and sales, that's all experience I bring to this role. She said, perhaps we are less ego-driven at this age, particularly women. We are prepared to say what we don't know and seek the help to do it, and you must acknowledge where you do not have strengths. Victorian Lee Allingham, 59, founded Mayfair Property Management just more than a year ago without any clients. He said it was daunting, but now the business was going really well. It's certainly not the easiest thing in the world to do, he said. When you are in a startup, you have to put a lot of your own funds and time in and work super hard. In the longer term it is great, but it's certainly no easy road. The internet gives quite a lot of marketing options. Mr. Allingham, a baby boomer, works with his Gen Y daughter Lauren Allingham. He said he had no plans to retire and would work until he was at least 70. Tasmanian Bill Pearce, 61, created a startup 10 years ago to produce and sell his forklift attachment, the Froglift. He has just delivered one to Coca-Cola in Argentina and said there was increasing international demand which he could not have managed without today's technology. I live in Tasmania because I love the place, but my market is all over the world, he said. About 18 months ago, my daughter, who knows far more about the internet than I ever will, sat down and put together a website, and now on any given week I get 6 or 8 inquiries. Argentina bought the machine sight unseen aside from seeing it used over the internet. Mr. Pearce worked in logistics before starting the business and applying his experience. One night I was watching TV and they picked up a bowling ball with a vacuum cleaner. I'd had half a bottle of scotch and it gave me the idea to design a vacuum layer pickup. He said, the change in the economic climate means no longer have we got a job for life, so we have to be smarter about the way we do it. We have to use our own unique skills we have picked up, and it is very satisfying to be able to create your own business.